we got the owner of Humphrey's Everything Store, Dalton Humphrey. Dalton is actually the only guy at the lodge who has a steady income.
Well, you know, it's not what you make, it's what you spend there, Red. It's not what you pay, it's what you buy.
Yeah, all right. Maybe we'll just get away from that stuff, and you can tell us a bit about, say, your family life, your background, growing up, that kind of thing.
Yeah, I grew up dirt poor.
Oh.
You have 5 kids in a one-room shack, and none of us had a stitch of clothing. Because drapes were cheaper.
Oh, sure.
And, well, the eldest finally got some clothes, and, of course, I was the youngest, so all I got was hand-me-downs, and I hated that. Hated it.
Well, I had hand-me-downs. It's not that bad.
You know, all I had was sisters.
Make it tough getting a date, I would think.
Sure taught me the value of $1, I'll say that. And then, of course, I learned how to sew. And I married the girl who taught me how to sew.
Oh.
Oh, yes. Yeah, of course, there was a nicer girl who lived across town. And I liked her a lot better, but, well, not enough to justify the bus fare.
Now your daughter. Tell us how she fits into the picture here. You haven't mentioned her yet.
Well, she's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, she's grown up now.
Uh-huh.
Oh, she spends more on a dress than I spend on a car now. Yeah. $40 on a dress. Something.
So she has money then?
Well, she has my money.
Oh.
Where has all the fun gone? Where has all the joy gone? Right here at Harold's Hobby House. Thank you. And joining me today at Harold's Hobby House is Mr. Dalton Humphrey of the Humphrey's Everything Store. And we call it that because that store has everything. Well, not everything, but it certainly has a lot. So, Dalton, why don't you tell us about your hobby?
Well, you know, Harold, it's something I've been doing for many years. Coin collecting. Yeah.
This is fascinating.
Yeah. Now, in these containers are coins I've collected. Pennies, nickels, dimes, quarters, loonies, toonies. It's a complete set.
Well, I can certainly see that.
Yeah.
Now, which is the most valuable coin you have?
The toonies. Those are worth $2. But I'm always on the lookout for what's valuable, right? Okay, now, Harold, for example, do you have any coins in your pocket right now?
Why, yes, I do.
Okay, great. 37 cents. Okay, now, this is great because now I can show you how this coin collection really works, okay? This is good. Okay, all right. We just simply divide them into the denominations and place them in the correct jars. Now, in this way, I have increased the value of this collection by 37 cents.
Yeah.
What?
Give it a sweatband. A sweatband. Like an extra.
Well,
An extra sweatband.
Yeah, if I had a sweatband at all, Dalton, it would be an extra one. Believe me. What are you trying to do? Kill yourself so you can collect the insurance here?
No. Trying to get in shape for the community theater auditions.
Oh.
I'm just about exhausted from all this jogging.
Oh, yeah?
Oh,
How far have you gone?
oh, just from the door to here. It's all uphill.
Hill, yeah.
I gotta get in shape, right? You know, they're doing a stage version of the movie Gladiator.
Oh, yeah, no, I saw that one. That's where the guy fights everybody to the death, isn't it?
That's the part I want, the lead.
That's going to take a fair bit of acting. No.
Well, I'll be ready, Red. And get this.
What?
They've already cast the love interest.
Oh, yeah?
Flinty McClintock's wife.
Oh, my gosh. Wow. That's a pretty good-looking woman to be hanging out with a guy like you, huh? Yeah.
Well, that's show business.
Yeah.
I gotta go.
Yeah. Oh, Dalton. How does Anne Marie feel about you doing the hoochie-coochie with Flinty's wife?
I'll cross that bridge when I come to it.
Yeah, Dalton. You better be under that bridge when you come to it. Well, I got my new piece of drain pipe. I got it from, well, doesn't matter where I got it. Got to hide it for a few days, so should be fine with that. you doing?
I'm trying to get into character for the audition. What do you think, huh?
Do pantyhose come in kryptonite?
Brad, this is the way the gladiators looked, all right? We're not supposed to be pretty boys. Right. We're fierce warriors.
All right. Hey, take it easy, take it easy.
Huh? That was pretty good. I was acting.
You're acting stupid. That's what you're doing.
Listen, Ray.
What?
I am going to get that part. I'm going to live the life of a powerful man, because I've never done that. I'm going to have Flinty McClintock's wife right by my side. There's just one thing missing.
Suicide note?
No, I need an agent. I want you to be my agent, Red. Yeah, you know, all you have to do is stand there with your arms crossed saying no to everything.
You know, Bernice might be a better choice.
Red, I will give you 10% of my paycheck.
We make it 15?
See, you're good. You are good. And you are going to make me a star. Die, Caesar, die!
Well, just came back from the auditions. I'll tell you, it's no fun being an agent. I just made a couple of very simple demands regarding rate of pay and dressing room beverages. Next thing you know, they kicked me out of the theater and told me never to come back, and that's the only plumbing store in the Tri-County area. Dalton, that was not my fault, okay? Those morons don't know town. Tell you what, I'm gonna get you out of community theater into the big money advertising. How do you feel about wearing a chicken suit and handing out flyers?
Listen, Red, listen to me. I got the part.
Well, I knew you would, yeah.
Yeah. There was just a small problem.
Well, I'm a problem solver, Dalton. That's why you pay me the 25%.
Well, I thought it was 20%.
He's right, I am good.
Yeah, well, Flinty McClintock's wife canceled. She's not going to play the Empress. She's out to do a one-woman show at the Port Asbestos Seedless Fruit Festival. And the producers pulled the old switcheroo on me.
Hey, wait a minute. They can't do that. You won that part. You are Maximus. You won it fairest and squarest, and I won't let them shaft us.
They didn't switch me. They switched the leading lady.
What?
Yes.
You are Rome, and I belong to Rome. Take me.
Red, we have to play a love scene.
It's very tasteful.
Well, we'll sure find out if you can act.
Two experts, my Uncle Red and his best friend, Mr. Dalton Humphrey. Okay, all right, here's the letter here. It goes as follows. Dear experts, all righty, what is an appropriate wedding gift when it's the third time around for the groom and the fourth for the bride?
Well, how about one of them do-it-yourself divorce kits? Got the little sign on there, some disassembly required.
No, Red, when a wedding is the nth time around like this one is, you want to get something that'll capture the feelings of the bride and groom.
All right.
Now, I would suggest something used. Or as we say in the antique business, previously enjoyed.
Well, I would think that when a couple's been married a lot of times, too, you know, they already got all the wedding gifts. I mean, what are you gonna do with a dozen toasters, eh? I guess you could heat your house.
Yeah, but what settings you gonna put them on?
Well, if it's night, you set it for dark.
You know, a couple that's been married before may not be as hard to shop for as you think. You know, especially if they've been wiped out in a previously messy divorce.
Oh, I know. Great device for somebody who's had a terrible personal tragedy like that. Yeah. Anything. They'll take anything. Yeah. God, I love that. I love that. Yeah. Sad, though. It's sad.
Well,
yeah. God, it's a shame.
I've got...
You guys are awful. That sounds terrible. You're so cynical. You make marriage sound so cheap and cold and used.
No. Not used, Harold. Previously enjoyed. You're strapped into competition water skis. You're sitting on the dock, staring down 75 feet of snarled line at a 200 horsepower water ski boat.
Where your deranged brother-in-law is sitting at the wheel, goosing the throttle.
You shouldn't be within 100 miles of that dock behind that boat with that lunatic driving.
You're out of shape, you're out of excuses.
You're out of your mind.
Yeah, but you're way too proud to chicken out. I'll tell you what, though, if you don't think of something real fast, you, my friend, are fish food.
You know, it's just hard to believe that all this started with one beer.
But you know something? The kids were saying you just gotta go for it, and the mouthy brother-in-law was making wisecracks about body fat percentages.
You just felt you had to go for it and show that you had the moves of a 20-year-old.
And now, you're going to die.
You can't bail without humiliating yourself.
This is where 25 years of marriage is gonna save your bacon.
Yeah, you call the wife over, you give her a kiss, you look her straight in the eye and you say, honey, I love you.
Then you add, I only wish I had enough life insurance to provide for you and the children.
Then you look real brave, like you're really gonna go for it.
If she's any kind of woman, and you know she is, she'll have you out of those water skis before your bathing suit gets wet. From the outside or the inside.
Yeah, and your brother-in-law's not gonna argue with your wife.
Oh, especially if he's married to her sister.
Yeah. Just remember not to look relieved, and your secret is safe.
No need to thank us.
That's what friends are for.
Dowries for ugly women?
Brad, we gotta pick somebody to send to this TV game show thingy.
Yeah, all right. Well, whose head has the most useless information in it?
Well, that's a toss-up.
Yeah, I know. That's why I made up this practice sheet. It's kind of a test.
Oh,
okay? How deep is the deepest part of the ocean? Mike?
12,000 miles.
You're high.
No, I'm just nervous.
Brad, you want to try another one?
No, I don't want to try another one.
Wrong answer. What has 4 legs?
No. I'm going to ask you one. What's 5'8" and hates trivia games?
An idiot.
Absolutely right. Well, you know, actually, Mike found him.
It was so obvious. Who has more information than anybody else in the whole Possum Lake area?
I would say the receptionist at the proctology clinic.
No, Dalton.
Dalton?
I was shocked, Red.
You should be shocked, Dalton.
See, Dalton knows all this information because he's been running his store all these years. Plus, he often goes to the library and he reads boring books because he wants to avoid going home.
Yeah, and they're free.
So you go to the library up in Port Asbestos?
No. There's a library here in town.
There's a library here in town?
Yeah, right next to the florist shop.
There's a florist shop?
So, anyway, Dalton's going to go on the TV show representing our area, and if he gets a question he can't answer, he's allowed to phone a friend.
This must be a friend I haven't met.
No, Red, that's what all these books are for, right? I am going to phone the lodge, right? And you guys will all be here with every volume of the encyclopedia spread out in front of you, and then you just look up anything I need.
We are going to win a lot of money.
Oh, sure we are.
I gotta go. You divvy up the books, Mike.
Okay. There you go.
All right.
Oh, look at this. I got volume 16, Time to Win. What do you got?
Volume 7, Going to Lose. I'm shocked, but then I'm always surprised when things go well.
That Dalton went down to the TV station. We're all waiting here with our encyclopedias open just in case he has to call for help.
Yeah. Winston even fired up his computer as an extra source of it, but I think he was just showing off that he had a computer.
Yeah. Big deal. I got plenty of computers. I just haven't cracked the passwords yet.
But the television show didn't call. That can only mean one thing. Dalton must have won $1 million.
Oh, yeah!
Mike, did you call for an ambulance?
No? Why?
Well, one just pulled up and Dalton's getting out of it.
Is he all right?
I would doubt that.
Okay, thanks, guys. No. No, I'm okay. You know, all my friends are here. Yeah. Okay, bye-bye. You boneheaded imbeciles! I'd like to strangle you both with my bare hands if I could find them.
Is anything wrong, Dalton?
Oh, wrong. Because of you two, I lost $1 million, and I was almost carried away to the asylum.
What are you talking about, Dalton? We were all down there, had the encyclopedias wide open. There was so much useless information in that room, it was like a session of Parliament.
Well, you know, they tried to phone, but there was some problem, and eventually time ran out, and that's when I had to be restrained.
I think maybe they should have given you a tranquilizer.
I am on tranquilizers!
What was the question?
What African animal is known as the custodian of the jungle?
Oh, that's an easy one. That's the hyena. It's in my book here. Yeah. It's a member of the dog family. It's a carnivore, and it feeds on weak and deceased animals, and it lives in janitorial Africa.
That's equatorial.
Equatorial Africa, yes.
You know, boys, that would have been a lot more useful to me a couple of hours ago.
Yeah.
Hey, guys. Yeah, I'm off the internet now, so you can use the phone. It's time for the Possum Lodge Word Game. Today's prize is a coupon for a Possum Lake boat cruise on the historic steamboat, the Maryland Belle. Duration of cruise subject to performance of bilge pump. Okay, cover your ears there, Dalton. Red, you've got 30 seconds to get Dalton Humphrey to say this word. About. About.
Yeah, all right, Winston.
And go!
Okay, Dalton, this is an expression you hear a lot. Get out and...
Stay out.
Okay. When a soldier turns around and goes in the opposite direction, they call that...
The French.
No. Okay, if you're sailing and the boom swings hard from one side to the other, that means that soon you'll be coming...
Two.
No. Oh, I know. Americans make fun of the way Canadians say this.
Please register your firearms.
Red, almost out of time.
Yeah, I know. Okay, Dalton, remember last week you and Anne-Marie were sparring a little, and I said, what was all that?
Yelling? You know, and we weren't sparring, Red. You know, I mean, when it goes more than 3 rounds, that's about.
Yeah!